the basis of it downstairs here. And also, before you leave, Exante Liqueur was very nicely our sponsor tonight, and there are sample bottles for all of you to take. So be sure to stop at the bar before you leave and get your sample bottle. Okay. The headline for the show, Fela, which is coming March 19th to the Adrian Arts Center, has very eloquently told us the most important things about Gelan Lambert, our star. Because Gelan is a proud product of Miami's public schools. He was a senior at New World School of Arts and won first prize, a National Foundation for the Advancement of the Arts. He received this award from President Bill Clinton at the White House. Very commendable. Gelan went on to study at Juilliard, the most famous dance and art school in the world. And he's going to speak on a subject which includes his history, the history of Fela, who wrote the play that we're all going to see in March, and a comparison to the life of Josephine Baker. And he has titled his talk, "The Bottom, the Derriere, and the Niache." However, we are in an erotic art museum, so I have retitled your show. It is called "The Ass, the Tuchus, and the Booty."
Oh my goodness, thank you so much, Dale, for that. Oh my goodness, you're very provocative. You know, how's everybody doing tonight?
Yeah.
Okay, Miami, I know you can do better than that. How's everybody doing tonight?
Yeah.
Okay, when Fela comes to town, Fela comes on stage, the first thing he says, everybody say, yeah.
Yeah.
When I say yeah, you gon' say,
Yeah.
So everybody say, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, it feels really good to be home tonight, and I'm gonna go ahead and start this, and just gonna enjoy ourselves and get to know a little bit more about Josephine Baker and Fela Kuti. The body is poetic, telling tales of passion, history, love lost, lovers' games, muscle-toned and fatness. The kind that has juice given to particles and connected to flesh. Then somewhere in all of that mix is spirit, or je ne sais quoi. I call that soul. Josephine Baker has it, and Fela Anikulapo Kuti grew from it and to it. And somewhere out there they conjoined and gave us landmarks of art, artistry, music, message, dance, and legacy. They are uniquely human, and with all the frailties of that, they gave us the public of themselves by revealing of themselves. Not for us to always agree, but somehow meet in the middle and revel in our differences by cajoling and debating, which still continues today. What's that booty shaking stuff? It ain't all that. Baby, it's my power, my bass, my bottom, my drop. It's where I deliver who I am and where I've been and where I'm going. Can you dig? There's nothing vulgar about this hip, this pelvic. It's my connected to life. I give life force, give and get. My thrust in the back and forth, and I come into its own existence as vulgar, only as a rhythm of creation. Josephine was born in 1906, St. Louis, USA. Black by color and African American by definition. A family lineage of Africans removed from their birthplace by 400 score years. Somehow the name and their bloodline survive the atrocities of the Middle Passage, slavery, Civil War, and the Reconstruction, to somehow birth this goddess of an individual who will soon be wrapped up in pearls, diamonds, and bananas at the hip. Fela was born in 1938, Lagos, Nigeria, of a distinguished and accomplished middle-class family, the Ransom Kutis. Father, Reverend Israel O. Ransom Kuti, a founding minister of the Anglican Church, and mother, Fumilayo Ransom Kuti, a distinguished teacher, and women's rights activist. Nigeria then, as it is now, a country battling it out as to who gets what of what and why. No need to delve into the canon of who gets the booty or wealth. Somehow, by sheer coincidence, Fela becomes or grows into a professional agitator through his music as protest songs and soul-searching awakening of mind for his common folks and the like. Was it something he may have heard on the radio, being influenced by the leisure moments of jazz hitting the airwaves from a continent so far away, America? Or perhaps, was it all a cultural immersion in 1958 London while he was studying medicine, then to the Trinity School of Music? Or was it being exposed to nightlife by his best friend J.K. Bremer in Lagos, then England? What we do know is that he created the soul-thumping sound, Afrobeat, giving a tip of the hat to James Brown, John Coltrane, Miles Davis, and traditional Yoruba music, giving rise to a groove born and bred in Nigeria. Josephine at one time asked God, why couldn't you make us all the same color? Black, such a troublesome loaded word. Some like it hot, and others like it wet. I like it chocolate. I asked myself, Josephine, what went through your mind as you progressed from one bar of music to the other, knowing what precisely was needed for the moments, in the moments, so crystal clear with your bodily shapes, going this way and that way, with grace, ease, and poise. Bam! How did you know what was important to good storytelling without the use of words, just body language? Did you feel sad and blue? Or were you hot-backed and joyful? Or was it all an act? Then it doesn't matter to me, the audience member, the spectator, because we enjoy, and most importantly, we feel you. Josephine left home at 15 on the touring shows network and eventually landed in New York City, Shuffle Along, the hit Broadway musical that was a landmark for many, such as Bilbo James Robinson. And then at 19, she moved to Paris and mesmerized the folks with La Rêve, their review, dancing as a person possessed with abandonment and refinement simultaneously. She was clean in her lines and execution of movement, darn near spotless. She could throw down, giving new meaning to low, middle, and high. Splits were of ease to her limber body, and her face contained a delightfulness, an expression of concentration and joy. She was super bad, and Fela was super cool. So, what I'd like to show you are two excerpts, two clips. One is of Josephine doing her thing, and I'll let her speak for herself in motion. So if you want to come a little bit closer, if Bob, my technician brother, can come on up, help me out with this computer, and we'll continue.
I think Bob.
Bob just stepped out.
I think it's.
While waiting for Bob, are there any questions?
Right here.
Oh, I'm sorry, yes.
Why don't you tell us a little more about the show, about Fela?
Fela, the show, what we've done, it opened on Broadway October 2009. What the creators such as Stephen Hindell, the lead producer, and Bill T. Jones decided to do was to take the moment, a real life moment in 1978, when Fela's mother, Fumalayo, was thrown out a second story window, and she died subsequently from her injuries. And they said, what if Fela contemplated leaving Nigeria? What if he had enough? The man was beaten and arrested over 200 times, and to have your mother brutally beaten and your women raped, your friends beaten up, over 1,000 military personnel armed showed up his compound. And he's having a mental breakdown in front of the audience. And his mother visits him in the spirit world and admonishes him to stay and not to leave. And that's what happens in the production. And we go through about maybe 20 different songs of his. And it's non-stop energy, vitality, and Afrobeat.
Can't wait.
Yeah, well, I hope to see you there.
We'll be there.
We'll be there.
Okay.
What role do you play?
I play JK. I play the best friend. Bill T. Jones challenged me as a contemporary modern dancer to put on some tap shoes and to improvise and to create what I call a tap stylized dance expression through the performance. JK in real life played the rhythm guitar and the tom-tom, which is a percussion instrument indigenous to the Nigerian people. And that's what I do.
Awesome. Sounds
So
great.
you had to learn how to play the tom-tom.
No, I used my tap shoes.
Ah.
Yeah, they didn't ask me to play an actual instrument, but what I did, I transposed that thought into my feet. Yes,
I think you were playing the tom.
exactly. And I use my whole body because I'm also a modern dancer. I'm not solely a tap dancer. Keep in mind when I growing up here in Little Haiti, Miami, going to Dance Exchange Incorporated, I was exposed to ballet, modern, jazz, tap, started that whole thing. And so I had a really strong conservatory training underneath my belt. Studied at the Joffrey Ballet School, School of American Ballet, Alvin Ailey American Dance Center, Jacob's Pillow. I've gone to London to study at Erding Academy. So I've done a lot of different things, and thank God.
You be back?
Yeah, I'm super bad, baby. Yes.
Fabulous. What a
Yeah.
great background. How proud we are.
Thank you. Thank you. And it feels good to be home. And,
Yeah, exactly.
you know, we're trying to like create a buzz, Fela.
Oh, how many, did it win any Tony Awards?
Oh yeah, we won 3 Tony. We were nominated for like 10 Tony Awards. We actually won 3.
11, but let's not
Excuse me,
count.
11.
He did it.
We should say 12. And we won it for costume, sound, and for choreography.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is this the first touring company?
This is the second touring company. The first touring company, we met, this is 2011, May 2011. They brought half of the National Theater Company of Fela with half of the original Broadway company and created the first world tour. And we met in Plymouth, England. We rehearsed, premiered there, and then we moved on to Amsterdam. And then we did a 6 weeks engagement at London Sadler Wells. And then from there we started our American tour at the Shakespeare Theater, Washington, D.C. of last year. And we've been brought back by popular demand because we were sold out. The show is hot. You're gonna walk out, moving your pelvis, you're gonna feel transformed. Our leads who play Fela Kuti are magnificent, Adeshima Sagalumi and Dwayne Richmond. And then you have this wonderful superstar, Destiny Child, Michelle Williams doing her thing, playing Sandra Isadora. And then you have Melody Marshall, who has a range of an angel. And there's a lot of talent. And we exude energy, passion, and joy. Yeah, you're gonna come back like 5, 6 times. We have people that have traveled all over the country to see us. We've seen it over like 50 times. Yes.
Little cool.
The costumes, she asked, is it native to Nigeria? I think what the costume designer did, she just kind of played with the different images and photographs she saw of Fela and his queens back in the 70s going up to the 80s, and she created her thing. So I wouldn't say it's indigenous to Nigeria. Furthermore, I like to let the audience know that our interpretation of Fela, who's Nigerian, is an American interpretation. What's unique and wonderful at the same time about our production, you're seeing a true African diaspora on stage. Everyone is from all over the world, via Trinidad, Jamaica, London, Grenada, Haiti, Sierra Leone, Cote d'Ivoire, Central African Republic, Guinea. It goes on and on and on.
Brooklyn? Anybody from Brooklyn?
Yeah, we definitely got it.
I think I have a few more.
All right. Next question. I know know people are burning with questions here.
Can you play the video?
Oh, yes, the video.